Hello, my name is Mike Kastendieck and I have a question for you. Have you ever seen somebody sit on a chair and then as they sit down, the chair breaks? I think almost everyone has. It's usually pretty entertaining for those watching and not so much fun for the person that the chair breaks on. Luckily, when a chair breaks, the damage is usually limited to a broken chair and maybe some damaged pride. Now imagine what life would be like if you got a warning before you sat down on the chair that it would break. Maybe for some, this would take the fun out of things, but for others it would save them some embarrassment. That's exactly what Scanometrics was thinking when they decided to build a sensor that monitors stress that a material was experiencing and then warned the user in real time when it was about to break. During this presentation, I will explore how the sensors work, then I will explain its current uses, and finally I will touch on the potential future of the technology. First off, I would like to say that using sensors to monitor different equipment is not a new technology. Just look at your cars, for example. You know the check engine light that never seems to turn off, but that you ignore? Yeah, that light is on because either a sensor is detecting something is wrong with the way your engine is running, or one of the sensors that monitors your engine is broken. So if this technology isn't new, why am I even talking about it? Well, we all currently live in Alberta, and if you know two things about Alberta, they are probably that it's cold and that we have oil. I say this because many of the sensors that have been developed are not tough enough to withstand cold Alberta winters or the harshness that we put our equipment through in the oil industry. Since many sensors aren't tough enough, they end up breaking on their own. This causes us as users to get used to the warning lights because we are so used to the sensors failing before the equipment actually fails. Can you see how this could be a problem? In comes Scanometrics to the rescue. They decided that sensors should be created that are reliable, that actually can withstand the rugged Alberta conditions, and not only can these new sensors withstand severe weather, they are also wireless and transmit live data to a monitoring station in Edmonton. This means no more cumbersome wires that some current sensors have, and no more guessing what the problem is. If a bolt is loose, the sensor alerts the user that a small gap is beginning to form and the bolt should be tightened. If a premature crack forms, the sensor will again alert the user and the machine can be repaired before any major damage is done. This is a huge breakthrough that could really limit downtime for machines as well as increase the safety of the operator and those in the area. Currently, Scanometrics sensors are used in giant oil sands haul trucks and conveyor belts and will soon be used on pipelines. Not only do these sensors have the potential to save companies like Syncrude millions of dollars, but they can also protect the public by reducing the amount of faulty equipment-related work injuries and can also reduce the amount of oil spills from faulty pipelines. If Scanometrics can reduce the number of unexpected breakdowns, it has done its job. One incident was avoided when the sensor picked up unusual amounts of stress on a shovel during the night shift. Continual operation under these conditions would have shortened the life of the machine significantly and could have led to a worker getting injured. It was then discovered that the operators were hammering the shovel into the ground to speed up the work. This was strictly forbidden by the company, but would have gone unnoticed were it not for the sensors that were monitoring the machine. The potential for these sensors doesn't end here. Just think about planes. How vital is it that everything is functional during a flight? While pre-flight checks are mandatory and reduce the risk of a failure during flight, sensors that monitor stress and bolt tightness would further reduce the risk of flight and increase the safety of the passengers. In conclusion, the small sensors developed by Scanometrics are a true Alberta innovation that benefit everyone. They reduce risk for both companies that use them and also the general public. This can be seen by a decrease in breakdowns that lead to oil spills or injuries. Finally, if you would like to learn more about Scanometrics, feel free to visit their website, www.scanometrics.com. Thanks for watching.